welcome to Man of Steel Fan Gives Hope, the Facebook page on YouTube. Right, what I want to address is a couple of things. First of all, it's just been said that Joss Whedon had seen the Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman and he was delighted. I think he said something about it being a big male audience and stuff when he's seen it. He's also talking to Henry Cavill and Gal and talking about the reshoots. So, of course, confirming that there's going to be a wee bit more with Gal and Henry Cavill. Now, we all know it's going to be that. So, I post that onto the page, and there's some people still having problems with Joss Whedon. And to be honest, okay, now I've said before, I'm not the biggest Joss Whedon fan out there. But I gather information first, okay? Now, before I make any assumptions or whatever. Now, Joss Whedon, he's made Avengers. Okay, now that film was way up there. Okay, despite what you think of it, I thought it was a big TV movie, right? I didn't think too much of it, but the public loved it. Kids loved it. Okay, and I've said before in many of my videos, I don't care if I hate it. I want the world to love it, rather. So, he was given, what I believe, he was given a bad deals with Marvel. He wasn't given his full reins, and hence he got Age of Ultron, which he's publicly said he wasn't pretty happy about, felt restricted and everything else. Hence, Warner Brothers is doing something right. Okay, they didn't do it right with BVS because it's only now that Warner Brothers is saying that they're going to let Zack and directors have more freedom with the product, because Warner Brothers know they've stepped in too much. They stepped in too much with Suicide Squad and they stepped in too much with BVS. Okay, if you don't agree with me with that, the reason why I'm saying that is because, first of all, with Suicide Squad, they only got 6 weeks to write the film. Because of the trailers of Suicide Squad, the Warner Bros. Had stepped in and tried to change it and got other people to edit the film. Okay? As I say, I still love it. I've still got Suicide Squad wallet. They stepped in with BVS. They demanded that Zack Snyder shot in the film. Then what do you know? And they wanted it as some sort of PG rating or whatever. And what do you know, he brings out the Ultimate Edition, much better film, people more appraising of that. Warner Brothers learnt its lesson, okay, after they two films. So, now, Zack Snyder and Joss Whedon, buddies, okay. Now, these things must have happened behind the scenes. A lot of film crews out there, or studio management, must have knew about Zack's daughter. Joss Whedon must have known about Zack's daughter, but they managed to keep it quiet, okay? And Zack just thought that the film, if him and his wife worked on this film for so long, that, it would help them through the difficult stage. Here, my parents had died, okay? I was at work the next week, okay? I just wanted to get back into norm. I didn't want to stay in the house. So that's the sort of thing is, people react differently to grief. Okay, I know there's some of you haters out there and say, oh, he should have went with his, and spent some time with the family. No, people deal with it differently. And if you haven't suffered a loss, or you're judging people by what you did, then no, there is no law to handling grief. There's no right or wrong how to handle it. Take it from me, who lost the family in 5 years. Okay, as long as it gets you through it, as long as it helps you get through it and not needing to feel the need to drink or take drugs or whatever makes you get through it. So Joss Whedon, he knows about this. So he comes on board and he's just helping Zack. He's soaking up Zack Snyder's vision. He's understanding Warner Brothers' vision. Okay, he had already supplemented his ideas for a Superman movie and this and that, and no, it got closed down, slammed. We're not after that sort of vision. So right now he's on board, he's understanding the way the DCU is working, and the direction that the studios want to go. So as long as Joss Whedon stays in this nice wee sandbox, he's got freedom. He's got more freedom than he did have in Marvel. So he's came on. He's helped from the beginning of Justice League. Zack Snyder's, it's still Zack Snyder's film. He's a director. He's a last say. But when it just came to these wee little reshoots that Zack Snyder had already planned and written, you know, because when you watch a film, believe me, I watched a movie, right, when I used to make movies when I was younger, you would watch it and you would go, no, that doesn't work, okay, we're missing that bit of the story, how did we get from there to there, okay, it's a part of the editing process, okay, you need a certain scene to fit into it to make it gel better, maybe with music or whatever, but it says, no, listen, so Zack Snyder's probably, Joss, pal, come here, I really just want to go home now. I've just done it. I think you can top it all off, okay? You can put the wee cream, the wee cherry on top. I've got the vision, you know where I'm coming from. You can see the film already and what I want. I would really appreciate it. And Joss is going, it's okay, pal, I've got this. I know what you want. I'll pay homage to you and stuff like that. I'll, you know, you just go home, have a wee cup of tea, you know, be with your wife and your family and stuff. I'll just finish off the wee bits, okay? Because Joss Whedon, he's a comic book fan as well. You know, say what you want. He loves comics. Otherwise, he wouldn't be writing or wanting to read write scripts for DC and everything else. Some people saying, "Oh, he's jumped ship from Marvel. We don't need Marvel. We love Zack." Listen, big defender of Zack. Okay, he started the universe. He wrote Wonder Woman. Okay, he wrote the story for that, and he's basically laid out the ground rules for the DCEU. He's probably shifted so many film ideas. Listen, we'll do Shazam this way. Here's an idea for Shazam. Here's a bit where how Cyborg falls in. He created Justice League. He made the trilogy: Man of Steel, Batman, and Justice League. So he's already set out those key characters: Aquaman, Batman, Superman, The Flash, and Wonder Woman. Okay, so he's already set out those characters and how they should be filmed. So that's all his stuff. But he's also got other things in his life. And as I said before, there is more things to life, especially when it comes to that. Okay, but because he set out all the groundwork, all these other directors need to do is come in, and whoever the executives are over here, they'll be overseeing things, or Zack might pop in for a visit, and the director says, right, I've got this, I've filmed it. Yeah, that's fine, pal, you go ahead, on you go. So Zack will probably come in as a wee bit of producer here and there, or a wee bit of advisor here and there, but likely enough he would like to stay back, because Zack, will know that all the other directors that are coming in know what the universe should be like, because it's got to gel in some way with what's gone on before. And as I say, Joss will finish off these wee bits, then he'll go to Batgirl, which will be his strong points, because he knows with Buffy and Serenity and everything else, okay, he knows how to make women tough. Okay, so that's it. And as it says, Wonder Woman's already a big success. It's a big turning point. The first 4 films of from Warner Brothers for the DC, they're big financial success for Warner Brothers. So Henry Cavill's coming back in, so you might have, and Wonder Woman's coming in, so you're going to have this wee bit of extra, okay, and but all these reshoots are already pre-planned. He's just there to make sure that the lighting's okay, the camera angle's okay, and if he feels that it's not fluent enough, he'll make a wee change here and there, but he already understands Zack's vision, and he knows not to overscope, because he respects Zack, okay, and what he's going through, He's not going to sing with his film. And I know some of you out there probably share my opinion of Joss Whedon. But we've got to wait until the film comes out, and I know anyway, you know, Cabin in the Woods and what other films he's done. Firefly, I didn't watch Firefly for years because he directed, but then when I watched it I thought, no, it's actually good, this stuff, you know, it's not actually bad. But again, any other director, you've got to have that, for any director making a film, you've got to have that backbone. I mean, look at Zack Snyder, what he's had to face in the last couple of years. Okay, so you've got to have this self-belief in yourself and in the film you want to make, and you have to have that backbone that you have to listen to people that don't like you. Okay, probably a lot of you might have been against Patty Jenkins directing. Okay, and look what she's done. Okay, with the help. So be positive out there. Okay, we're getting more Superman, more Gal Gadot. We're having big money coming through from first 4 films of DC, and you know, Joss Whedon, he's on board. So that's what I need to say about that. Okay, feel free to disagree, comment below. Thank you. Be positive out there.